This is Calendar HQ, aka the kitchen. Got my new label printer, trying to set it up so that I can print the labels for the calendars easily. How fast is that? When you print the label off eBay, you just ended up with it only sort of a quarter of a piece of A4 paper. So we ordered a label printer yesterday, it arrived last night, Amazon, it's amazing. And you just put the printers in and then you go onto eBay and you go, right, print labels, and it's printing it. So that's basically a stamp and the address label all in one go. And it's printing them at about, I don't know, every 3 or 4 seconds, like 1, 2, 3. No, every 3 seconds it's printing a label, which is great. So then we just stick them on the envelopes and we're done. It's pretty amazing, really, that the Royal Mail is going to get boxes and boxes of calendars and make it get to the right place. I've just spent 15 minutes looking for these. I knew I'd left them by the tractor. Anyway, I'd left them on the roof last night. Slowly getting there now with the lights. Kind of defined the whole shape of the cab. This side and over the mirrors. Bonnet still got the flashing light on, that still got that on. Then I've defined the cab. This side now I'm going to back over the fender, back down, along and round, and possibly the steps if there's enough left. Someone asked how the tractor parade came about. Well, basically 12 months ago to the day, I woke up on a Sunday morning, saw what they were doing in the Isle of Man with about 30 or 40 tractors, and thought, I'm sure we could do it bigger here because there's more tractors, because obviously the Isle of Man's tiny. So I put a post on Facebook, see if anyone was interested. Suddenly we had the critical mass to make it work. Got in touch with the police. I'd done stuff with the food bank before, like I did with the Fent last weekend, but with the Fastrac to the cathedral. So I thought, well, we'll go to the cathedral, do another food bank drop, because we're farmers and we produce food. That was the point. The cathedral wouldn't let us in, so we ended up going to Stanley Park. Stanley Park, to get in there, we got in touch with an MP that I knew from the sunflower maze. He got us into Stanley Park, and he is a patron of the food bank. He is also the MP, Ian Byrne, for the constituency that Alder Hayes Children's Hospital is in. And because the children in the hospital couldn't have Father Christmas come and visit and go round, that was the other idea, was that we would go via the Children's Hospital. So that is how the whole parade came about, and this is what it is today now. So hopefully next weekend, this time next week, we'll be setting off with just over 100 tractors through the city centre. Anti-clockwise is the route, but clockwise through the city centre, because it's like a figure of 8. We'll set off and we'll bring some joy to the Children's Hospital first, then we'll go to the food bank, do a drop. The good thing about taking our own produce is we can use red diesel, not white, so that's another reason for the food bank. And then we'll set on from there, we'll do a lap clockwise around the city centre and back to the yard. It's about 30 miles, it'll take about 3 hours. That is it in 1 minute 30 seconds why we do a tractor run. But last year we raised 43,000 quid, and this year I want to try and raise 100,000, but we'll see. So thanks to all the drivers that took part last year, thanks to all the drivers that are taking part this year, and I've been spending a lot of money on the lights, because I don't even want to add up how much I've spent getting all the lights for 6 or 7 tractors. Andrew's bringing the noisy thing in to do his wheels. Doing the wheels now, so we get double-sided tape, put a bit on that, fasten that too, then I'll wrap some insulation tape right round and put the little hooks all the way around the rim. Just wrap it round, and that's the first one done. Do that one next. Right, done the wheels now, just the back left to do, but I've run out of batteries. Got the lights all around the frame, sign on the front, not done the air-ons yet. I'm going to weld this link ball to this piece of steel, because it's quicker to weld that on than it is to drill a hole in the steel to fit for the top link bracket. And then I'll weld another one on the front, then put a T-bar across the top, then we'll stretch some cables then for the Father Christmas. Right, weld the link ball on there, and then the plan was then to put something there and use that front pin, but that's only really designed to support the top link. There's a lot of leverage up there, so I think what I'll do is I'll make it so that it sits further up, and I'll put some shoulders on the box section here, so it sits on that casting better, and just put something small to stop it whipping, and then that way then it's not going to snap that pin, and we're going to end up running Rudolph over. You won't believe this, I'm looking for some bits of scrap to make this front out of, and I've just found 2 of them blocks that we were looking for yesterday for the chipper that are worn out. Typical, innit? Because yesterday we couldn't find them, now I've found them. Got 2 holes in it now. Right, I've drilled a hole in there, welded a ball on the bottom, found a piece of scrap out the bin that does for a pin. There's a little bit of wag, and that could hit the bonnet. So I'm just going to weld that little nut on there now, take it out, weld the nut on, then weld a T-bar on it. That's mounted on there now, can't wobble around and hit the bonnet. Now I need to find some like strong wire to stretch back to suspend this Father Christmas on. What I think I need is the wire that you use for tying stuff up in the garden, because it's like green and it'll be near invisible. I don't know whether fishing lines would be too thin. Anyway, I'm just going to nick some string out the baler for now, and then I can get it up and see what it looks like, and then I'll just have to change it to proper wire. Result, while looking for bale string, I've found some electric fence wire, so I'll just use that instead. It should be ideal if I can untangle it. It's a bit difficult on your own, but I've threaded the Father Christmas and reindeer onto the wires. So now stand the bar up, put that up on the bonnet, go and wire it to the top. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work now. It kind of looks dead. So I'll plug it in, blow it up and see, but it might inflate underneath rather than over the top. Yeah, I think it's going to need some modifications. Right, I think I need to modify it. I think I need to put something out the front there, so the front legs sit here and the back legs sit on the T-bar, because the fan's in the middle there and it's unsupported and it's like dipping a bit. But it's starting to look good. I'm going to turn the lights off anyway so you can see better. Just turn the lights off. Them green lights, I can change the colours of them. So let's have a look. We've got blue. I can change that as well so it doesn't flash actually. Just put it on permanently. That's it. Front are twinkling actually. I don't know what colour looks best. There is a mode that fades through them all. Might be that one. Was that yellow? That matched the bonnet. Kind of matches the bonnet, doesn't it? Looks good though. I think it's got enough lights on it though. I think it needs more. I don't know why they look red, don't they? Let's try and find the colour that fades. That's green. So the green will look good on a John Deere. See if when we get in the cab, what we can see. Oh, this is this side. Let's just stand back. Got the bubble machine as well to go on the back. That's the wires in the cab. Yeah, you can't actually see. It's not in your way at all. And if I put it further forwards and get that up, it won't actually be in this sight line at all. But it looks like it's... let's climb off. Stand back out of the way. It looks like it's hovering, but the further forwards I put it, the more it'll look like it's hovering, because you won't see the wires go into it. So I'll do that tomorrow with the Merlot, because I'll get the basket on the front, get up there, or the cherry picker, and modify it. But yeah, this has got the two wheels this side still to do, because I've run out of batteries. So finish them, then we'll have to start on one of the other tractors. It does look good coming towards you, that. If you imagine you're 8 and you stood at the side of the road, you see Father Christmas coming, and then that behind it. That sign's brilliant as well, it's proper bright. Tomorrow's job's now is to wire the inverter in. That's going to run all the 240 stuff, 240 volt, like the fan up there, the bubble machine, the radio transmitter, the PA system. Then I'll modify that bracket up there, take it out, start on the next one. I kind of spent a few hours yesterday and then, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours today doing this. So I reckon each tractor will probably take a day to do, depending on what level we go to. This has obviously got more on because it's got all the communication stuff in there as well. The John Deere probably won't take as long, but we've still got the big class to do, the case to do, the 9360 to do. The 936 will be an interesting one because we're going to use the black light. I don't know whether it'll be quicker to do or harder, I don't know. But we're going to have to run a serious inverter in there as well. It's because the black lights, I've bought a 240 volt. I'll just quickly show you the birthday bumper. Then that's all for today now. I'm going to go in and put sticky labels on envelopes to get all the calendars out. They were sold out basically, so I'll put an extra 10 on eBay because I had some spare that we were sending to customers, and I'll speak to them tomorrow about getting some more printed. But if you're still interested in the calendar, leave a comment below and then a no. Also, the quiz question the other day was the billock off the baler for tying the knots, and then the quiz question the day after was, I think it was just where I should have put that. Anyway, that's where it's going to live. Thanks for watching. Here's a little bit of Chester, but don't forget he's got his own channel and his links below here, and I'll see you tomorrow.